Hello and welcome to your daily oracle reading for Saturday, April 24th, 2020. I'm Linda the Lightworker. This is a general reading for all of us, especially as we're going through these days of COVID. It's a time of introspection, also a time for us to help clarify where we're going, where we've been, where we're headed, and doing our best to live a healthy lifestyle, making positive life choices for ourselves, taking it one day at a time. So I'm really glad you're here. If you're new to me, all my info about who I am is in my description box. LindaTheLightWorker.com is my website. Check it out. All right, let's jump into our cards. Our first card today, and those of you, my regulars, I know you know this card. The Wheel of Fortune, still spinning. Now today I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot deck by Kim Kranz. I'll show you what this looks like. This is a great deck, one of my favorites. It's a top seller. It's just so expressive and it's so beautiful how it uses some color in a black and white world and what it appears. So what's the Wheel of Fortune mean? Those of you who don't know, it's about fate and your destiny. It's about this wheel is in motion. While it's moving, where are you? Where are you while all of these things are happening? This is about sudden change happening. I always say when I see the Wheel of Fortune card, I always remind everyone to buckle up and just be prepared for things out of the unexpected. It might be a what? What was that? So it can be about your fate, your destiny. And this card is really happening right now during these days of uncertainty with the state of COVID, with people trying to navigate their personal lives either in isolation or without income or shifting. There are a lot of, I spit that one out. There's a lot of unknown. And remember, if you're feeling the chaos of this uncertainty, because that's really what it is. We're uncertain about what's going to happen next. And it's still so many things that are out of our personal control. And we will have choice. We do have choices. But so many factors that are already in motion that may have been set in motion eons ago. So for you today, this is about you finding your center. When this Wheel of Fortune is spinning, 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 the place where you find peace is when you're in the center of it, because then you're able to witness it go around and not feel that momentum. So if you're a visualizer and if you think our world is spinning too fast for you, visualize yourself grounded down, firmly anchored into the center of our planet. It will help you find your balance, because there are too many factors. Perhaps I don't know when we're going to get some answers. Honestly, I'm thinking right here by the eclipse. I don't know when the next eclipse is. I'll have to look into that. But answers will be coming. Be the owl. Sit up here above a perch. Rise above the muck. Don't get overly caught up in news cycles or in conspiracy theories on either end, whatever. Don't get caught up in politics. Think of yourself only as the human being and find your beingness in this world of chaos. And maybe there are people around you who are freaking out a little bit. It's been crazy days. That's what's happening. All right, our second card today, and this card has been showing up a bit, is the Moon card. So the Moon card is about that great mysterious, the great unknown. It's where dreams live, the moon, the imagination, creative energy, really tapping into that inner wisdom that comes from deep, deep, deep within. Whenever we see the Moon card, it's an invitation to one of my favorite shamanic practices. It's a skill that we're all learning, and really identifying and understanding our dreams is, if you have a serious question like, Spirit, God, Mother Earth, where am I headed? What is happening next for me? If you can tighten that up a little bit, like asking instead of such a big grandiose question, ask for something smaller, something that you might be able to get more clarity around. Maybe perhaps which direction, which of my talents should I pursue? That's a great question. So write that question down if this is a curious topic for you. Which direction do I pursue? And write it down, put it in a journal, and leave it right by your bed with a pen, and drink a big glass of water, and repeat that question to yourself and to Spirit and God, and ask them to deliver a message that you'll understand. You have to ask it. You have to ask and say, Spirit, deliver me a message that I will understand as I sleep and when I awake, so that you will have your answer. And start that dialogue. Drink a big glass of water. Yeah, big. Like my size big. That's a big glass. Drink your water, because your bladder will wake you up during the night intentionally, so that you can be awoken during your dream state. And remember, when you wake up and have to go relieve yourself, I'm in dream. What is my dream? What is my answer? And make sure in that quiet time, after your body has rested, or when you lie back down into sleep, go back into that position you were in and ask again, Spirit, deliver me my message so I understand it. And ask, and when you awaken again in the morning, write down your dreams. And it might take a few times until you get this right. It's a practice. So it's just a little tip of helping you to tap into your dream power, the great mysterious. Because some of you, I'm seeing this again and again, these dualities. Perhaps you have two trees to choose between. Do you want to go with this tree or that tree? You might have a choice. You're not sure which way to go. Maybe you should paint and write. Maybe you should tap into that creative energy, both of them. But finding that balance, answering those questions, and really embracing the great mysterious of how things work, because we really don't know. As we're spending more time with ourselves, we're understanding how we do have great personal power, and perhaps you don't need to return to all the ways we used to live before. Maybe they weren't the best for you. Maybe your diet's gotten better. Maybe you've been making better food choices. Maybe you've been taking better care of yourself. Maybe you've been sleeping more. How many of you have been so sleep deprived, and now you're getting to catch up on some sleep? So remember the positive aspects of this great mysterious time we're in. And our third card today is the Temperance card. Now, when we get 3 major arcana cards, that means this is a big doings day, big stuff for you. That's big personal work that you get to work on. I mean, I shuffle and shuffle and shuffle these decks, and when the big cards come out, the major arcana, they're real life issues. So this Temperance card, what is she all about? Well, you see that she is a stork, and she is delivering this bundle of fire. So being able to tap into that inner fire, excuse me, that inner passion that's alive in our second and third chakra, it is about moving, taking the movement. Look at these beautiful blue tears turning into fire. Maybe there's some emotional energy you need to release. Dance it out. Get it out. What gets your fire going? How do you activate that fire? Is it through movement? Temperance encourages movement. Flap your wings. Do a fire breath. Don't know what a fire breath is? Go on YouTube and just search fire breath. And it's a type of breathing exercise that activates that passion, that fire within us to really get our own sparks going. We got to light our own fires. So breathe in that power. And remember, you are powerful, and you get to choose, and you get to decide your choices. If you have a duality choice, you get to decide. If it is about a major life choice of where you're going to be, or what you're going to do next, or what this next chapter of your life is going to look like, you get to decide. So make sure you're doing your decision making. Yesterday was about with enthusiasm, but make sure you're tapping into your inner self and hearing clear messages. And that might require some more solitude. That might require time for you away from others. Perhaps you are able to get into nature or into a yard or into a garden where you can just stomp your feet back and forth or do some drumming. Where are my drummers? Are you drumming? Get your drum out. Generate that fire, your inner fire. Tap into it. Ignite it. Do it with consciousness. Embrace it. Build a fire. I know a lot of fire ceremonies have been going on during this time, so build your fire altar and set it on fire. See what animals come to you. Google, what does that animal mean? Take that invitation, jump into your own self-discovery, and be willing to allow yourself to change and transform in this time when there's so much uncertainty, because this is about you finding your way. Because our final card today is from the Denise Linn Sacred Travelers deck, and you know I love it. And this is the narrow pathways. So by being able to generate that fire, the message here says, tread thoughtfully. Tread thoughtfully. So that means bringing in your consciousness, doing it with intention. When you are on a narrow path such as this, no hand railings, and the only way you're going to get from there to there is you got to do each step, one step at a time. Where does your attention need to be? Fully present, in the present moment, and being very focused on each step. Think of any of those tense moments in Hollywood movies where you're just breathless, wondering where will the next step be. Be that focused. Focus on your own. It's like in yoga. I remember when I was practicing a lot of hot yoga in New York City. What a place to do hot yoga. Ooh, the smells are bad, but the power is great. You focus your gaze on one point and you bring your breath in and you focus so you're able to hold that posture or go a little bit deeper into your practice. Bring that practice in with you when you're thinking about your future or on every step you're on with this journey, because a sudden gust of wind, Wheel of Fortune, gust of wind might put you on a different course. So you need to have as much focus as possible. And for us to be focused, we have to be taking really good care of ourselves. What are you doing to take care of yourself? Do you do a daily affirmation? That's a good practice. Do you do a daily meditation? Highly suggestive. I really recommend a meditation practice so that you can tap into your inner power, your inner strength. It doesn't take long. It's not about time. It's about focus and being able to know that you can do it. You can make good decisions. Look at these two trees. Which one looks like a bad choice? Neither. They both look perfect. So there's nothing to fear. But focusing can be challenging, especially in the digital age we're in. So do your best to take care of yourself. Get more rest. I think some of you might need a nap. Yeah, you might need a nap today. And you might be saying, from what? It doesn't matter. Take a nap. Drink your water. Eat some nutritious food. Feel good in your body. Do a little dancing. Move that energy. Cry it out if you have to. Cry it out loud. Or cry blue tears. Those tears are going to transform. I always think of it like when I'm crying, I always take those tears and I do these like angel kisses into my skin with the tears. I always think, oh my gosh, this is great nutrition going right into my skin, and I'm so grateful for these tears. I know they're going to nourish me and help me find my focus, find my way. So be strong. You got it. You've been doing a great job. Listen, we made it up till now, till today. So all we have to do is get through today, just one step at a time, slowing all that anxiety down and trusting that we're taking good care of ourselves and we're watching right things that make us feel good in our bodies, and we're surrounding ourselves with love and positive energy. All right, my dear, that's our reading for today. If you're one of my new subscribers and you've stopped by, thank you for being here. I'm really grateful that you've come by. My analytics say 44.7% of you are not subscribers. You're just popping in. So thank you for popping in. If you've made it this far, go ahead, hit that button. Why not? It's nice having a lot of, channels that you subscribe to, because then you remember where you were and you can see those videos that really you want to see every day. I post daily videos, and the intention is that we just do our best to live our life purpose one day at a time. All right, my dear, I love you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.